Soundings is the title of the project and installation that we have at the Norfolk Botanical Garden that is in a refurbished 20-foot shipping container. And the roof is a garden focusing on native plants, pollinators, that was designed by Kelly. And then the bottom is a gallery space that's showing images and playing sounds that are from Sound Map for a Changing Landscape, which is this web archive that we created of everyday people sharing audio recordings and images of places that are important to them. Kelly and I have been collaborators in life and art for 16 years, and we met in Portland in kind of like social activist circles, and so that also kind of informs our relationship both as like life partners and as collaborators on this project. We develop these projects together through like conversations, mostly like after we've dropped the kids off at school or they've gone to bed or something like that.
This is our second collaborative ecological art installation. We're just continuing this journey as, partners and parents and artists. Let's be creative together. Let's come up with something new. Let's have some hope. And if we're working together and listening to it together, we can do something different. Look at us, man. We made this shipping container with grant money and our own labor and transformed it into a really beautiful space. And the same thing with the garden. And we are both professionals in our fields, but we want people to feel like they also have agency to try these things out. Green roofs that are deeper, research shows that once they're established, they can absorb up to 75% of annual rainfall and snowfall. And just talking to other people in our community and saying, imagine if there were green roofs all over, how much nuisance flooding would go down. Being able to make that direct connection to this is a problem in our region that if we actually just implemented this thing, could make a felt difference in people's lives. It could make a day and night difference in people's lives, in our community's lives. A good garden should have surprise and delight for the viewer. And seeing that delight and surprise, for me, that's the most rewarding.
You can read all of the articles that you want and hear all of these descriptions, right? But it's not going to be going into the physical space and being in it. And I think that's one of the things that we were trying to do with the project, is to make something that was beautiful and that was engaging and that felt like a place you wanted to be. Ask the question why not have more places like this? And yeah, there is some money that's involved, but if two kooky broke artists can put this thing together through various means and
asking for a little bit from a nonprofit here, a little bit from a nonprofit there.
Yes, and our friends, and our friends and our community, and just people showing up for us and being hey, we really want to do this thing, and having our friends be okay, we'll help,
I can come tomorrow evening for 3 hours. My other friend will watch the kids, or I can come after work, and we'd be great, can you do some painting over here, or can you help me plant these 700 plugs?
So when you go to visit the project and when you look at the documentation on the website, there's this incredibly long list of thank yous. It's much more like movie credits than it is the tag that you normally see on a piece of art, where it's the head artist and then their name, right? So I think that was something that was really important to us to include in the project, was an acknowledgement that this is really a shared endeavor, and that despite the vision being ours, we can't do this by ourselves. We have to work together.